There you go.
All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful planet of ours. Welcome to Striving to Thriving, Redefining Success. I'm your host, Barbara Ellison. I'm founder of Wellness Playroom for the best version of you. We all have a story. And right now, I am so excited to introduce you to my friend Rita. She's going to share her story of just of transformation. And she's going to introduce her guest, Barb. And then we're just going to have a great conversation about how we have had to redefine how we think of success. It's different for every one of us. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And Rita, how are you today? Welcome to the show.
I'm fantastic. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here and to be talking about that moment when we all realized that something's got to give, right?
Something's got to
So,
change. So, Rita, take it away. Introduce your friend Barb.
yep. As soon as I was invited to be the co-host here, I thought of Barbara right away. She is a big part of my business life, and she is the strategic accountant. She is like, she knows so much more than you could ever imagine. And if I'm just sitting here wondering, I know you do this in your business. You're like, gosh, should I write this off? Is this deductible? Should I keep track of that? How, I'm going to pay this person, then they're going to pay me an affiliate. And how does all that work and keep it straight? And Barbara's like, boom, boom, boom. She's got all the answers. She's very, um, like she can talk to a regular person about it and you can understand what she's saying. That's what I'm trying to say. So she doesn't talk over your head, right? And I'm talking about you like you're not here, Barbara. And I love working with you. And I knew that you were going to be a really fun and interesting person to have on this show. So, Barbara Johnson, the strategic accountant.
Thank you very much, Rita. It's great. I actually, I'm very, very happy you invited me. I think this is kind of cool. And I love working with you because you're fantastic at what you do too. She has helped me so much with my funnels. I can't tell you. I am technically inept. I will say that. Very, very good at books and numbers, really good at that. However, this thing called a computer in front of me that's supposed to help me market to people, I don't know. And Rita has turned that around. So I think it's a mutual admiration society here because seriously, she has helped me so much with that.
Right. And that's the beauty of a show like this. I mean, we've all known each other.
Yeah.
And it's like when you can have like-minded people come together for the benefit of all of us, plus the benefit of our clients and our friends and our families. And because you know what? We cannot do life on our own.
Right. Yeah, that
You
is true.
can't do life on your own. And so why not like share the wealth of our knowledge, of our expertise, of the things that we do? And so I'll start with me for just a 30-second thing. Is that's how I came to that was part of my pivotal moment. That after my husband passed away, I realized that I had no idea who I was outside of all the job titles that I had put on myself, of the labels, not even job titles, but labels of being a daughter and being a wife and being a mother and then being a divorced failure. Well, and then being a successful wife again, and then being a grandmother and a business owner, and now I'm a widow.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
am I
Wow.
in all of that? And that was where one of my pivotal moments was, is that I cannot go on like this another day. What am I going to do for the rest of my life? And so now I work with late career business owners that are facing retirement and they're in the same boat. They just have no idea who they are outside of their job title or their job description. And what am I going to do after I don't have the job? Oh, my stars. And that is just amazing when I see the light bulb go on. And I think that's one of the things of why we all come together. We all want to make a difference in the world. So Rita, tell us a bit about your story.
So I've had a few pivotal moments,
Well,
and
yeah.
after you asked me that, I started saying, well, this one was pivotal, and this one. But then if I get all the way down to the one that got me here today, I had already, like I said, had some pivotal moments. I had a full-time job and a business for 12 years. And I just said, look, I just have to if I'm ever going to quit my job, I'm just going to have to quit and figure out how to make money, because I could not build my business while I had a full-time job. And naturally, of course, you have to give 100% of yourself to that job when you're there. I mean, that's only right. And so, a couple pivotal moments came along. Here's the one that literally put me on the trajectory that got me here today. I bought a CRM system to help me run my photography business, so it would run and be making me money while I was at my full-time job. When I bought that, I did not know that I was buying, for one thing, peace of mind. Like, I never would ever have thought in my life that you could give somebody money and get back peace of mind, right? Like, how do you buy that?
Right.
And it was because of all the details are being handled the way I programmed the system to do it, I could literally sleep better at night. I could 100% not worry when I was not in my office about my business running, because it was running by itself. So the pivotal moment came, though, when I quadrupled my profit on the very next photography event that I did from all the history that I had. And the reason is because, well, and the thing is, it was a day where you have about 20 families, and it's called a mini session, and they each come every 20 minutes, and you just take 20 pictures of them probably, and then the next family comes along, and the next family, and you just stay in one spot and do like all these families in one day. Well, imagine 20 families with toddlers and all these different schedules that they're juggling, and they have a million questions, but they all have the same questions. So I put my frequently asked questions in so they could get answers without me answering them.
Right.
And I delivered automatically 3 days before, 2 days before, the day before. Remember to bring this and this and this, bring these things. The morning of, this is where we're going to be at the park. Here's a map. I just put it right into the email. And I didn't have to answer 400 questions or 20 questions per family, right? I was able
Of
to,
the same questions.
right.
Pretty much
And
the same questions.
And it ran so well that day I was relaxed and not stressed, and I took better pictures, and I was able to be fun and frolic with the children. And so they were happier with their pictures. So guess what? They bought more pictures.
Right.
When I saw all that happen, and I saw the quadruple in my profit, not just my sales, my profit from that event, I immediately realized, all right, I've been always a corporate event photographer, and for business. And I've always insisted that you have to have professional pictures to do your marketing and get your word out there, right? And I realized, oh my goodness, this automation, this business systems training that I got and I started implementing, that is a game changer way beyond having the best pictures. So think about it. If you are using cell phone pictures or AI generated graphics, now that we have these in your business for your marketing and promoting, that, and someone says, that's not exactly, the sharpest picture that I could see, in your marketing, that's not going to be the reason that you go under as a business.
Right.
If you don't have business systems, you can't duplicate, triplicate yourself and be in 2 and 3 places at one time and have your business run when you're not looking at it. That will be the reason that you go under, because no one person can do every single thing that a business requires. So that was my pivotal moment when I said, oh, I love photography. It is my first love, and I still do photography. At that moment, though, I said, I'm flipping this business. I'm going to help people with their automation first and do their pictures as part of that.
Awesome. And isn't it liberating?
That's a perfect word.
When you make that decision that something has to change. You might not, right at that moment, you might not know exactly what that step is going to take, what step is going to come first, but you know that something is going to change. And
That's right.
I think we are open to it.
Mhm.
And that's one of the things that I want people to know, that have that moment, but then just be open to what comes to you. And it can be one small step. For me, it was joining a coaching program, because I knew that I had to find out who I was. How do I can't do that by myself. What am I going to do? Well, a coaching program came along and I went, well, now that sounds great. Let's do that. And from then on, and now it has been absolutely an amazing journey. But you get you started on the journey. And Rita, you've helped with that. I mean, you're working on some of my funnels too. And it's like, wow, great. So yeah, absolutely. So love your story. I think I've heard bits of that, but not to that degree.
Yeah, usually I tell the story, more of the story, and that's a small piece of it. And so this time I kind of dove deeper into it, because that was the moment for me when I realized, okay, I'm no longer in a photography business. I'm in a business consultancy, business systems teacher, trainer business.
Yeah. Yeah. So how about for you, Barb? Share with us yours.
I've had lots of pivotal moments, from getting out of the Navy to to starting a business, etc. But the one that, there's a couple, but the one that really, really, really kind of did it was before the pandemic. I was in a salesperson. I was selling cell phones, and I was a salesperson. Now I had a side business. I was still doing bookkeeping and taxes for people on the side, kind of helping out, that type of thing. But I started getting sick, like really sick. I mean, to the point of I would go to work and I would start coughing, and the doctor was calling it asthma, and I had inhalers and this, but it was getting to the point of, it wasn't just asthma. I mean, I would go to work and I would start coughing to the point I would black out,
Oh wow.
just completely not functional. So they set me up with FMLA, and I was missing more work than I was going to. And the days that I wasn't going to work, I was feeling better. Then I'd go to work. And okay, imagine you're walking in and you're going to buy a cell phone, and you walk up to someone, and they go to you.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want
Not exactly good.
It's like, no, thank you. I think I'm just going to look. It's fine. It was pretty bad, and it took a lot, but I finally realized that my job was killing me. Everybody says, well, stress can kill you in this. It literally was making me sick. The quotas, the making this and the having to sell that and do it. Okay, the new thing we're selling this time is not the iPhone. We're now selling the Motorola, whatever. And you had to switch. Okay, I'm an iPhone person. I think it's the best phone. However, now I've got to tell everybody that the Motorola is really good. Okay, it's just the constant switching. And I was making me sick. And I decided to put in my 2 weeks notice. Now I've got this little business. I mean, little. I had a couple clients. Okay. That's how little it was that were regular. And then I had tax season. I was doing probably about 20 taxes each year. Not a lot for somebody who wants to make a living on this.
Right.
So now I'm like, okay, I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. And in 2018, it was my pivotal time. I stopped working for a job, had no income other than, this is my business. Now I got to make it work. And so, yeah, I went from 2 clients up to enough to support myself, and then the pandemic hit, but that's another story. But it literally, I stepped out and I started walking by faith. And that's one of my personal email addresses. I don't use it for my business and stuff, obviously, because that's not a business email. But I started walking by faith and said, okay, it's your business, God. We got a family to feed. How are we going to do it?
Right.
And I'm laughing about it now because I can look back and laugh, but it was scary. But now I got there, came through the pandemic. Now, during the pandemic, things, no face-to-face, things shut down, etc. Coming out of the pandemic, I made another pivot, but now I'm ready to take off again, and I have been taking off again and getting more clients. And Rita has helped a lot with that, with she did this thing. It's called a fun fast funnel. Trust me, I loved it. Get your funnels set up, get it going, and make money while you sleep. Well, I don't quite make money while you sleep because mine are in-person events that we have set up in my funnel, but it still works, because nobody knows you're there unless you get your name out there. And Rita has been extremely instrumental in helping me set those funnels up. So yeah, it was like I had two little things there, but walking by faith, it was really, really good. And now my business, I mean, one of my goals is, to be able to support children around the world through Child Fund, to be able to support missionaries in the field, to have pet sanctuaries where animals can go and just be them and not be on a kill list. And so yeah, now my business not only supports my family, but it's actually starting to grow where I'm doing those things. Not all of them yet, but we're getting there.
Exactly. And that's one of the biggest things. But one of the things that we in the pre-show, I'm going to be honest with you, Barb was talking about pay yourself first. Mm-hmm. I don't always do that. So that's one of the things. It's like that's what part of the beauty of this show is that it just gives people. I loved what you just said of that. You have to get yourself out there and let people know what you do. Mm-hmm. And that's why, like, I started these shows in January because you know what, we all want to impact the world. We all want to make a difference in the world. But if people don't know what we're doing, how can they find us?
Oh, sister.
That's true.
And you know what I've learned too, just in this same amount of time is we were all raised, I'm sure all of us were the right age to don't brag on yourself, let other people speak for you. You don't brag on yourself. Well, that is 100% what business owners must do. You must get the word out about what you do, who you serve, how you do it, and what the results are. You have to do that or you will go under. And that has been really difficult. And it was hard for me to measure also because I feel exhausted after I market something like, even a webinar, nothing big ticket, just a webinar. And I feel like, oh, and then I know I have to do it all over again because next month I have another webinar. It's constant, right?
Right.
But someone said to me, when you start getting sick and tired of hearing your own message, you're just barely starting to crack into the awareness of your audience. So that's the time, instead of backing off because you're tired of it, that's when you need to double down.
Yes. Yes. Like I remember when I first started, just, people would tell me, because one of my things is that I'm on a mission to make happiness the norm rather than the exception. Because I think I think every one of us deserves to lead a happy, healthy, debt-free, abundant life. Mm-hmm. Well, when that first thought, got divine knowledge, divine nudging, and people said, Barb, people aren't going to pay to be happy. And I went, I don't believe that, because I think that's one of our basic human wants and needs. We want to be happy. Yeah. So, but you know what? We don't always know how to get it for ourselves.
Right.
And we can have those moments. And that's what I love about this show. We can share with each other and our audience. You and I, the three of us, are just having a nice, friendly conversation. We just happen to be doing it in front of an international audience.
Yeah.
Okay, now the introvert in me says hide.
But that's the fun of it, because you know what? If even one person can relate to something that one of us said, that it can spark their pivotal moment, then we've done our job. We've done our calling of making a difference in the world. And I just love doing this and bringing other people on. And I've had some people come on and go, really? You want me to do what? And it's like, just come on, let's have a conversation. Oh, no, but I've never done that before. Well, so what? Now let's do it. And it's just amazing to me when people come on and go, oh, well, this was fun. And they don't realize what a difference they can make for themselves and for the people around them. So, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So anyway, so Rita, we're going to be just wrapping up a little bit. So now share with us just some final words, wisdom, tip, whatever. What do you think? Or what
Well,
have you liked about coming on this show?
Oh, I'll tell you. Again, this is my first show, guest hosting with Barbara, and she made it so easy. She told me exactly what to do and how to invite my guests, what to say to them. She provided me everything that they would need. She like laid out the red carpet and did not add any stress to me at all, which when you think about I'm going to be on a live show, that's just naturally should be just full of stress, and it wasn't. And so, Barbara, great job on that. Thank you for
Oh,
this
thank you.
opportunity. And I have been stepping up my video game a little bit, going live. I go live twice a week, Tech Tuesday and Funnel Friday. And I'm going to start interviewing some colleagues here around town on social media live. But it all has a purpose. Okay, we're going to get on here. We're going to talk about this. Then we're going to close out, la, la, la. And this is so different because we're just talking to each other.
We're just having a conversation.
And I love that. I love that so much.
Cool beans. Cool beans. Well, I am going to add this. I'm going to add your link, your information to the chat. So people, not to the chat, to the comments so that people can get in touch with you. And if you want automation, Rita's your girl. So Barb, how about for you? With any last words?
Or if you say, I don't know if I want automation, then just still talk to me.
She does photography too. Don't forget that.
Yes. Oh yeah, photography.
I guess for me, I thought it was great, mostly because until you said international and everything, I was fine and comfortable. And I'm a big introvert, and I don't get on shows because, the idea of being out and about scares me to death. So until you said that, it was great. I was having lots of fun.
Right, but you looked calm, cool, and collected. So that's all.
Everything was good. No, I think it's great, and definitely Rita. Like I said, don't forget she does photography, but definitely the funnel stuff. You want your name out there, she's the way to go for sure. I'm the one that keeps everything behind the scenes and together, which is, me being an introvert is kind of perfect for that because I talk with the numbers. I tax time very much. I love taxes, which people think I'm a little touched in the head for, but I love doing taxes. And then the bookkeeping leading up to it for businesses. I love to take a business, they're just getting started, get their books set up and help them watch it grow, because it is, as Barbara said earlier, we're alone unless we talk with people. And I like to step in as that CFO and say, okay, you're not alone. You want to talk an idea out. Let's talk about it. Let's help grow your business and move forward. So right. I will thank you guys both. Rita, this has been fantastic. Thank you very much. Like I said, until she made the comment about being international, I was having fun.
But you know what? That's the thing. So now you've already said that, okay, yeah, this was fun.
It was.
And now next time you'll just be even better. We'll have to do it again. We'll just have you on and the thing is, one of the things that I do is that you can come on. Well, let's put you on the spot for a moment and come on and bring your own panel of guests. It's just because when we get out of isn't one of our biggest things is sometimes is that we just have to get out of our own way and get out of our own comfort zone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll agree. That's true.
Yes. I remember when I first started doing little videos and I did 50-second videos on Instagram. And I just was like, I can't believe, so I would do them and then delete them. And it was like, then it was like, Barbara, you got to just do it and put it out there. And that's how I started. And now, I mean, I love doing these, and I love helping other people get to their moment where they can, number one, hear about their own moment, but then also get to their moment where, okay, this was a little outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And then it is just great. So thank you, ladies, for coming on. This has been awesome. And my name is Barbara Ellison, founder of Wellness Playroom. Thanks for joining us. And I just want to invite anyone who is out there listening on any of the audiences, if this is something that you would like to do, feel free to reach out to me and let me know, and just say, hey, or reach out to Rita and say, gee, you know what? I'd like to do what you did, and would love to have you. So everyone, have a great day, week, month, year. And we are all in this together. So let's just stop striving and go to thriving, and just redefine success for each and every one of us. And what does that mean for you? And you know what? It's all good, each and every one of us. So have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.